everybody, it's me, Coolbase Comics, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be doing something, we're going to be doing a video, I promise, when I get 5 likes on my Forest Maze guide. That's it. So we're going to be doing the WoodLand Labyrinth guide, like the epic version of the Forest Maze. Leave a like if you want to see Deadwater Docks, and I'll do it. So, let's get into it. This is the WoodLand Labyrinth. To be honest, I like the older design better. Like, I liked how, like, it was the bush of, like, some of the bushes with the vines coming down. I like the older design better, but that's what it is now. And I think it's still pretty cool. Like, I like the red stuff, maybe. That's what the key would look like. That's the WoodLand Labyrinth. Now, like I said, like the Forest Maze, the reason why it's big is because it's a maze. Also, there's a secret treasure room because if you actually find like a little area, or it actually goes a long way, which you usually go into treasure room, I recommend calling T. Screenshots of like a lot of the stuff you will face. The top right's the treasure room, and the bottom pictures are the boss fights. And these are the enemies you'll be facing. This is the Forest Goblin Bruiser. He's got a whopping 3,000 HP, 5 defense, and 400 XP. With a bunch of bullets that do 100 damage. He can give you pretty good mid-tier stuff. Now we got the Forest Goblin Necromancer. With 1,500 HP and 3 defense. With a 95 damage bullet and a quieting bomb, which does 150 damage. Wow. And drops the usual. Now we got Alvin and the Chipmunks, aka the Grizzled Armored Girl, who's got a whopping 4,000 HP. Like, think about all the pirate caves, like, think about all the dread stumps you're like, what? Because if a beginner sees this, like, he's gonna think it's like this is like 3 dread stumps in one. With like some kind of weird 90 damage shot and 135 damage acorn. And drops the usual. Now this is where it gets a little bit scary. These are the mecha squirrels. Who's got 10,000 HP, 6 defense, and 800 XP. Like, that's like more health than Lemon. I'll do a guide on that. Who's got 175 damage, which got 175 and a 200 damage acorn. That makes like stuff like Oryx look like a joke. But here's the thing, that's a good thing. So you can drop better stuff than the usual and T10 armors, and plus the orange bag ST ring, a part of the WoodLand Huntress set, which is the first set I haven't completed. I really like it. It's really fun. This is the Micro Mega Morph Centaur, which has an 100 damage star which confuses for 1.4 seconds. Also, it's got 1,500 HP and 5 defense. This is the Micro Mega Morph Guardian. He's got 1,800 HP, 10 defense. And got a crescent shot that slows for 1.4 seconds. Now we got these Micro Lava guys. He's got a not very bad 1,200 HP and no defense and XP though. But the thing is, these guys shoot you, then they run up to you and try to pop you, which makes these guys very annoying. And drops nada. Now we got the worst things in the dungeon, the Tyrants. This is the Paralyzed Tyrant, who's immortal because it has no HP, defense, or XP, and has a bunch of bullets that do 80 damage, and plus paralyzes you for 1.2 seconds. Now we got the WoodLand Silence Tyrant, which I've noticed that a lot of enemies that used to quiet you, now they only silence you. Immortal. And 65 bullets silence you for 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Now we got the WoodLand Weakness Torrent. And if you're new and you don't know what weakness is, it makes you do a lot less damage. He's also immortal with a 90 damage bullet that weakens you for 5 seconds. And this is what it does. Weird, isn't it? It gets big and shoots like that. Now this is something I've never seen before. It's called the WoodLand Sky Splitter Stone. He's got 1,000 HP and then defense. He drops the Sky Splitter Sword, which is quite a tongue twister, and a Blessed Blade pet scan. I keep on farting. Now we got the boss. Firstly, this guy, I forgot his name. I think it's like the lava guy. And what he does is he spawns lavas and stuff. Now I got this guy who reproduces a bunch of guys that we've seen before. And this guy who's extremely strong and shoots out 10,000 bullets. Let's look at the stats. So we got the murderous Megamoth. And they usually don't really care about the other guys. Like, they just don't really do anything. I just there. He's got 50,000 base HP and 25 defense. But a nice 15,000 XP. Where she's got a bunch of bullets. And I know in one of her last phases, she burst out a bunch of... I just like calling her. I don't know why I do. But she burst out a bunch of 220 damage leaves and feathers and stuff. And like she burst them out. So you better pray you're not going to be sitting on her. So yeah, that's it. But wait, there's more. We forgot about the swan tree, the treasure room. And it looked a lot different than what it used to look like. So this is the swan tree. It's got 32,500 HP, 35 defense, and 195 XP. And who's got 3 layers, one right next to him, the other like a bit away from him, and one far away from him. Now what they do is they just start off by shooting. They just lay around a bunch of 0 damage stars, then 200 damage bleeding stars. Also, they got a bunch of attacks that do 200 damage. Keep that in mind. And now let's talk about the loot. The treasure room can drop a speed spell, which everyone likes calling a weed. Great vit and attack, which are great pots. Pretty much you could trade for 10,000 pots. WoodLand Hunter skin, which is not a bad skin. Bergenia bow, which I really like. I love that bow. Also, the white bags can actually be the Labrynth Wakazaki of Eastern Winds, which I think is a really cool name. And the leaf bow. Now let's talk about what the boss drops. And this guy can drop better stuff as well. He can drop a lot of great high tier and mid tier stuff. Great vid and attack pots and life, which I said really good pots. Good skin, the Hollyhock hide, which I also think is cool. I like the Dex thing, but it can't drop the Kensei thing. It can only drop the leaf bow and Waki. So yeah, that's it. That's the Woodland Labyrinth for you. By the way, that's what the old one looked like. I like the old one better. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And leave a comment on what dungeon I should do next. Seriously, I love comments. Leave 50,000 comments. I'll read them all. So yeah, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. My goal is 30 subscribers by the end of the year. Yada yada, etc, etc. And I'll see you in the next video. So if you're a nerd, get out of here.